Alright, let's talk about the money, baby. So, look, I am committed to speak only of the topics which I am feeling now that I am advanced enough to speak about it. And let's talk about three main reasons from what I feel from my own experience that people don't have money. We just don't have money, right? Three main reasons. And to start with, I say three reasons. So what I think number one is that it's low standards. We are satisfied with a little. We are telling, I am happy. We are working for 10 years to have a salary increase from 1,500 to 1,600 in 10 years. We are lying to yourself and we are believing in this lie. We become a manager in a big corporation. I'm not talking about Apple. I'm talking about normal corporation that you will find in a local city you live in now, in your state, in your town, in your city, in your big city. Not in New York. And what are we going to earn? Maybe 30,000 a year? Great. After 1 year we get a promotion, it's 2-3% promotion just to catch up with inflation. Now we earn, in 3 years time we earn 31,000. Now it may sound okay for you, but I'm telling you again, it's all about the standards that people set to themselves to have. And this leads me instantly going towards a second thing which, again, it's from my own experiences, from what I see around. These are maybe the things which I used to focus on before, or maybe I still have my family members doing these things, but I am not obligated to take care of somebody else's life. I'm responsible for mine. But if I am making a video, if somebody wants to hear, like you are watching this, if you want to hear about it, look, I am telling you straightforward. I like honesty, I like being straightforward, I like to cut all the nonsense out and just go straight to what is real and what's happening. Second reason, what I think it is, and number two, these people spend too much of the money that they just simply don't have enough. Just people spend too much money of what we don't have based on the salary capacity. Now, for this example I would use, I just picked up here the cards, like a playing cards, the deck of cards, right? Let's take a cut, right? Anyway, so look, so imagine you have one person earning this much a month. That is how much we earn. Another person earns this much a month and more. That's just an example. Maybe to make it more transparent, this is more like this in real life. That is more like this in real life. Now, if I go to the shop and I buy shoes from this salary, let's say $50 or 50 pounds, whichever area you live in. So you take one from this and you take one from this. So am I going to feel more in this area, or I am going to feel more in this area? Now I'll give you an example. When I was earning this much salary, I would spend 20 and I would feel stressful. I would be counting, okay, now at the end of the month I will only save this much. But even, for example, yesterday I spent 300 on Amazon buying random things. I take 3, that is still how much I still have earned. So that's a real example. Yesterday I spent 300 bucks. So let's say that's how much it took. If I spent from here now, I would have no savings for a month. Then I worked in a job before, I would save 400 or 500 a month. So now I wouldn't have savings anymore. I'm also meaning about you take off the rent here or you take off the rent here. You can choose if you want to live in a mansion house or you maybe want to keep on paying nice place, but you pay like this and you still have as much left at the end of the day. And here you would have maybe just you would wait for the beginning of I mean, you would be waiting for the end of the month to get another salary, another deck of cards, little deck of cards. With not enough of salary, which people are convincing themselves is enough for them to be happy. No, it's not. Can't imagine how anybody can be happy living for 2-3 weeks. Very little expenses, and after that, waiting for 1 week to get paid so they can just go and spend some more. If you keep on working 40 to 50 hours a week, at least do something which is useful. This is the way. So I'm telling you this why, because I was myself in this place for many years, but I was not enough, and I was happy about it. But it's changed. So now imagine you still have this much. Okay, you put some for the taxes, you give to the state, you pay for taxes, but you pay it. But you can also play around, you pay the taxes, you can also, or you talk with accountant, maybe some extra expenses you can write off. It just becomes very, very different. But I'm not going to spend too much time on a second level. But there is one more. No money, education, financially. So it's very important to understand what does it feel like. So, okay, now I'm rich. So I am rich now, so I can make videos for you how you can become rich. For example, I could teach you how to make money. I could teach you, I will not do it, but I could, because I know now how to do it. Whatever I would do, I know how would I make money in it. But when I had no education, financial education, money education, skills or expertise, I would be just banging about an empty bucket. Kicking an empty bucket, thinking why nothing comes out of it. Doesn't make sense. So with the financial education, you start making different decisions. You start understanding the value of money. You start understanding what you are going to do with money. Now, my experience from my earlier life, what I've seen my parents do. So when I was in the first or second grade, I found one box, and we are 3 children in a house, in a family, and it's 5,000 for each. That is for education. It is saved, so you can say put under the pillow money, right? And it was meant for each of us for 4 or 5 years university with rent paid. Now, what's the catch? My parents are not educated financially. After 10 years, this money was worth not much. After 10 years, this could only pay for 1 year of education. But if we were to invest even in the most generic fund, the return would have been a lot higher. But well, we had 5,000, so now the value of this money is a lot lower. And it would have been worth maybe 16,000, 17,000 after 10 years. But we didn't know. And look, that's how our world is. If you don't know, you don't know. If you don't want to know, if you would like to know, you would know. Such a simple things. So people pay the price for not knowing things. And I'm again saying to you, this all adds up. You have low standards, spending too much of what you don't have, and you don't know how to earn money, and also no money education. So as I said, I will make videos as far as I'm evolving. I can tell you how to get rich. I will not tell you how to get wealthy because I'm not there yet.